Hello and welcome back to Kinloch's Corner.
Hello.
Today we're going to tackle ripping up the tile in our kitchen.
I'm so excited. When we came through and saw this house before we bought it, there was 3 things that I was like, oh, we're going to have to fix that. One was where we put the root cellar, so check. This kitchen was a huge one. The mismatched floors, and it's just, it doesn't make sense to me, and the colors don't make sense to me, so I'm so excited to start this project.
Yeah, I agree.
We got everything we need.
We picked out this nice luxury vinyl planking. Big shout out to Mike for giving us a good deal on these vinyl planks.
Yes, and helped us load it. He was awesome.
Yeah.
Cannot highly recommend this company enough. What a great customer service.
Yeah, really good guy.
Gave us some tips and tricks.
Sure did. So we're also going to do our dining area as well. We've got the, what would you call that?
Parquet.
Yeah.
It's called parquet flooring.
So anyway, we're going to cover that as well. So the floor will run the entire length of the dining room kitchen. So we're going to first of all have a crack at ripping up these tiles. Should be interesting.
Yes, we've done a bit of research, so hopefully it won't go too bad. Although I did notice when I popped up one tile that instead of thin set, I think it's maybe Gorilla Glue under there. I'm not really sure. So this should be quite an adventure, but come along with us. One way or another, we're going to get this job done. So thanks for watching and joining us on our escapades.
Keep those likes and comments coming. We really appreciate it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
See ya. So the fun begins.
Yeah. Those first few tiles came out so easy, they weren't even really in there.
Yeah. But we're soon in for a bit of a surprise, I gotta say.
And it wasn't Gorilla Glue, it was thin set. Just that one tile had Gorilla Glue under it.
Right.
So this is the first method. What'd you think of this one?
Well, it was okay for getting the tile up, but forget about it with the underlay. It was a nightmare.
I was really glad we got those chisels though. They did come in super handy.
Yeah. And we did use them once we got the hammer drill as well, so they were useful for sure. This is when we realised what we got ourselves into. Man.
Because then we were like, first we have to remove the tile, then we have to get the underlayment. It's going to be a double process.
And then clean up the subfloor as well.
Exactly.
That underlayment was terrible. I would highly recommend, if you've got the money, to outsource this job. This is not fun.
Our advice? Don't do it.
Stay away from this.
But I'm glad now in the end I'm happy we did it.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, this all happened before we decided to get a hammer drill. This is just hammer and chisel stuff at the moment, but here we go. We soon learned this is the way to go.
Time to bring in the big guns.
Right.
This was rented for $40 a day, so we had it for 2 days. Not a bad investment at all. And this was, I had the vacuum and the exhaust was going right into the house, creating a layer of dust everywhere. Such a rookie mistake.
Looks so much easier in time lapse too. Right?
Well, here you were
deceiving.
still prying them up, right?
Yeah. And the other problem we ran into as well was all this underlay had so many screws in it, and the hammer drill kept knocking the hell out of these screws and made it difficult to get up once you got the underlay up. So that was a whole nother issue we had to deal with. And then we worked out this is probably the best way to get these up. Go in between the tiles through the grout and through to the bottom of the underlay, and then lever it up, and it was actually coming up in squares, so it took us a little while to work that out, but this was definitely the method that worked for us.
Yeah. And I got wise about the exhaust on the vacuum. It was actually gratifying to see all that dust going out the window. Little PVC pipe. We didn't have a hose, so we just fashioned one up.
Yeah.
I do find it gratifying to watch it now, though.
Yeah, it still affects me watching it.
You got PTSD?
Yeah, it was tough going.
I like this, though. And you pull
Yeah.
them up, and that was so nice. So much easier. Basically made it easier than impossible.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy, but made it much more workable.
Yeah, the trick was cutting down through the underlay to the subfloor.
Get
and
that
then
netting.
Yeah.
Yeah. See you later, Dust.
Homemade vacuum hose. But even so, you have to be prepared for a lot of dust in your house, regardless.
Yeah,
It
even with
gets
that.
everywhere. It's crazy how much dust forms.
So here's what we are left with after pulling all that tile. Over here they used like a particle board for the subfloor. That's why you end up with those little divots in there. We tried to unscrew them, but some of them you just had to pop out. And then this is just regular plywood, so the screws came out much easier. Pretty much got it all cleaned off, maybe some finishing touches. Time to put the new subfloor.
Yeah.
Yep. How happy are you with that table saw?
I know. Great investment. By the end of this project, it already paid for itself.
What'd you get it for?
$40.
Nice. Pretty awesome too that it was exactly what we needed was a 1/4 inch, and that's a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, to level it
Like-
out with the dining room. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And it made the price of the plywood reasonable as well, you know.
Yeah, $17 a sheet or something, right?
Yeah, at Lowe's. Yeah. It seems like I've been sweating for a week.
Well, you have.
Every job we've done has been like over 100 degrees outside. It's been crazy weather.
That was the thing with the screwing in the plywood too. It was so thin. You had to be careful not to pop right through it.
Yeah, that's the thing. But at the same time, you wanted that to the screw heads to get below the surface of that ply too. So
It's a fine art.
sure is.
Now for the fun part. This went so much faster than every other part combined.
Right. Yeah, once you got the knack of it, I guess. Initially, we mucked around with the first probably layer or two until we worked out the best way to put it in.
Right. Yeah, definitely start with the butt end.
Yeah, lock that in.
There we go. Now we got smart here.
Yeah, you basically have to lift that long edge up and lock it into the previous board rather than just try to slide it in. It's a matter of lifting it up and locking it in and tapping it down with a mallet.
I love how this flooring has texture to it too.
Yeah.
Even though it's obvious that it's like luxury vinyl, it still it looks really good.
Is it, babe? I don't know that we've got it down now. It kind of looks real to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Plus, I love that it's waterproof.
Right.
Still wearing my pajamas.
Well, we weren't going anywhere, right?
Right? Let's wake up, get to work. Wake up, get to work.
These are a good size plank too. They're 7 7/8 wide by 5 foot long, so you can cover a pretty good area.
What is that? Is that above average? What are the typical
they
ones?
call them extra large. The others are generally like 6 inches by 48 inches.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, that would have saved us a ton of time.
yeah,
Tell you what, that oscillating saw has paid for itself by now too.
right.
Good idea to bring the miter saw inside.
Yeah, that saves a lot of time for sure.
Every single time I lifted up a board, I tried to put it in the wrong way.
I'd say 90% of this project is done bending over. About the only time we get any relief is when you're on the miter saw cutting the lengths.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're bending over the whole time.
But I mean, we're doing a floor. You'd have to.
Yeah, but still, it takes its toll on your back and
Oh, heck yeah.
hamstrings and calves. For us old fogies.
You're not old. You're middle-aged. It was super gratifying how fast it started to go in, though, on this big side, too.
Yeah, I'm glad we did that first rather than the kitchen area. There's a lot of little finicky cuts in there, so... Time to move to the other side of the room.
Progress!
It's a good sign.
Aw, thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
It's that moment where it snaps into place.
It's pretty gratifying, right?
Yeah.
Hum Beats.
There weren't too many like angled cuts either. When you say
No, not really. especially in the living room there, it was pretty well straight cuts. Only when we got to the doorway here and then around the counter in the kitchen. But apart from that, it wasn't too bad.
So that part in the doorway, we still need to get a threshold for it. We'll just put one of those metal bars under there, or on top of there. It's really the only thing that's not done yet is the 2 thresholds.
Right.
Although I don't know about this side, if we even really need to put a threshold in. I mean, the carpet comes up over it, but
Yeah, it does overlap the floor.
we'll have to decide. So you're thinking cut the carpet back and then put a threshold in there?
Just trim it back, yeah.
Yeah. Once you bent the metal over, though, that was cool. That was a good
Yeah.
idea to kind of hold it in place. So, and you can, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there is about a 1/4 inch all the way around.
Yeah.
It's just that floorboards were away from the wall, and that is standard.
Beats.
Moving to the other side. Home stretch, babe, home stretch.
We're cooking now.
I was glad we waited too, because some of the offcuts and stuff that ended up going underneath the stove
Yeah.
weren't exactly perfect, but we're not really perfectionists.
No, it was more so the offcuts that had the tongue cut off that wouldn't work in the middle of the floor, but it worked fine under the oven.
Right. So here's a little trick. If you have ends that have to be flat, color it with marker. You'll never know it's there, because otherwise you could see that white part. But look, ta-da!
Looks like a new one. Oh, the dreaded ceramic tile and underlay.
Yeah, and if you are doing a
Yeah.
project like this, we called our city hall, and they have a dumpster there for us to put all these in. So I'm sure every town has some kind of way to dispose of this kind of stuff.
13 bags.
Holy cow. All
And
the
there's
sc-
all those damn screws we had to rip up.
the fruits of our labor. And the best part is this.
That's pretty good, right?
That's all we had left.
We had 254 square feet, and that's what we had remaining.
see you never, pink and white tile.
There's that strange dog again. Came out pretty good, huh?
Yeah, I'm so happy with it. I can't even tell you how happy I am. I'm elated, over the moon. And it kind of just, that darker wood tone is so right with our house.
Yeah, it does blend in with our colour scheme for sure.
Look at that.
Nice.
Good job, babe.
Good job yourself, babe.
Teamwork, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
great team.